I think I was born when I was 12, the year where everything I am today began to develop. I feel like my life really started in 6th grade. Of course, I remember everything from before, but it's more of a prologue than a memory. Just a foggy part of my life that feels more like a story someone told me rather than a real experience. My life began at a bus stop. The first day of middle school, we were apprehensive to say the least. The girl I sat next to turned to me and said, "Yes or no?" Confused, I asked what she was talking about, and she said, "Is the lip gloss too much?" Everything I prioritized back then was so trivial. Who cares about lip gloss? But back then, I didn't see the future as something that could actually happen to me. I was so sheltered and small, and school was just the means to an end, but I wasn't really sure what that end was supposed to be. I was blissfully ignorant of any future that was more than a week away. In 8th grade, we had an assembly where a motivational speaker came in to encourage us to stick on the right path. At the end of his seminar, he asked a question: "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" Where did I see myself in 5 years? At 14, I couldn't even fathom being the age I am now. Back then, I was only certain of a few milestones, and just figured the rest of my life would fall into place. I never felt like my life was my own. I never made any major decisions for my own sake, and I felt like I was just going through the motions. I thought that going through the motions without really being present was the way life was supposed to be. I figured everyone was like that, and that was miserable. The first guy I ever dated was the exact opposite of me. He knew what he wanted in life, right down to the color of our house, and he assumes that I'd want that too. He talks about marriage sometimes. I was 17 and that scared the hell out of me. And that's when it hit me. When we eventually broke up, and I realized that his version of the future wasn't what I wanted, I realized that I wasn't totally clueless about my future. Knowing what I didn't want was at least a start. Choosing to leave made me feel breathless, finally realizing that I'm the one who chooses where I go now. My dilemma of choice, of fearing the future, of living for myself, has brought me to this very moment. I'm still not sure what my future will look like, but that doesn't scare me anymore, because I'm here. I'm really here.